Hello, kiddos. This is your host with the most, JJ from JJ Meets World. I want to meet every single person on the planet, but before I can do that, I got to tell you a little bit about history. That's right. Today's episode is going to feature Rock 102 morning show bits that I did from years back. I think you're going to have a blast. Sit back and enjoy. Get ready to laugh. And by the way, if you'd like to help support our podcast, visit jjmeetsworld.com where you can donate to our Patreon, pick up some killer swag at our merch shop, or click the link to Apple Podcast and give us a 5-star review.
1, 2, 3, 4. JJ Gordon, sort of like that Indiana Jones, in that he's always sniffing out his next adventure. Yes, he is. He's always interviewing guests so he can have them on his show and they can talk about pop culture, arts, and leisure. JJ has his flag unfurled and he likes his french fries curled, and he's fun and then he twirls as he goes to meet the world. He will march into the rain even if his ankle sprained. Take a peek inside his brain. This podcast is called JJ Meets World.
Let me take you back to a simpler time in my life. I was in my early 30s, and I got a call from one of our frequent guests on JJ Meets World, Britta Nelson. And at that time, Britta was a morning show host. She was part of a trio on the now defunct Rock 102, which was a rock morning show here in Fargo, North Dakota. And it had a pretty wide listening audience. And I think one of the things is the station just didn't understand what to do with a rock station. And they certainly didn't understand what to do with us. Two improv artists, a concert goer, Scotch, who is easily one of the most talented radio people I've ever met. He can cut a commercial like there's no tomorrow. He knows exactly what to do. In fact, all the sound effects and editing that you're going to hear in these upcoming bits are because of Scotch and his immense talent. So I get a call from Britta and she says, listen, they need a temporary guest host for a couple days. Now, I had done this once before Britta was on the show. So I said, sure, why not? I only have to wake up early for a week. No problem. Now, these meant mornings where I'd get up at 3:30, had to be at the station by 5, and then you've got to pretend like you've been up for hours and are really entertaining right away in the morning so that when people are getting up and they're driving to work and they're getting ready for school, you have your best. So it's not just the morning and, a couple cups of coffee, let's see what we can do here. Nope, you've got to be there and you've got to have your A game going right away. So I had such a fun time doing this that a week later, we got a call again, said, listen, one of her teammates, one of her co-hosts in the morning, Tank, was going to move on to bigger and better things. Would I be interested in being permanently on a morning show? Well, I thought, it sounds like a pretty good idea, and why not? I've never thought about radio as a career possibility. And so I went in and I sort of auditioned by filling in the gaps. So Tank was leaving. They needed somebody. I filled in. And about a month later, they officially offered me this part-time job co-hosting the Rock 102 morning show. Now, what I didn't know at the time was I was going to be given the opportunity to have a playground. So every morning we could write sketches and bits, things that were extremely topical, just kind of being able to be there and to go off the cuff with my friends and make stuff that we thought was really funny. And some of these things really hit, some of these did not. It was like almost kind of like a mini Saturday Night Live because we had to come up with characters and they could have reoccurring bits and there are people that they loved. I think if we had been given the chance, this show could have been much bigger than what it was. It never really found its footing and therefore couldn't find an audience. Now that we're in a world where we could put these things online afterwards, I think that we would have had a following outside of the Fargo-Moorhead area like there's no tomorrow. So here's what you're about to hear. You're going to hear some fake commercials that we did. And Scotch, like I said, does all the editing and all the sound sweetening. So if it really sounds like an old cowboy commercial, you think, oh, wow, well, Scotch did a great job. You're going to hear Britta play a bunch of different characters. Two of my favorites are a little boy named Billy. She does a little boy's voice. And then Sheila, who started the show as my tax accountant and then went on to do a bunch of other stuff. You're going to hear kazoo music. You're going to hear prank phone calls. And the whole while through, I want you to sit back and enjoy and think about driving to work and hearing during one of these. There might be a part of this episode that seems a little repetitive because a lot of the openings, and these are only 2-3 minute long bits at a piece, start with the Rock 102 morning show where the Valley comes to rock. You're going to hear that a lot coming from Scotch, and they're simple setups. I think you guys are going to have a real blast. I've wanted to do the show for a long time, and I just got the okay from Scotch and Britta that we could let these things live on for another style of life, one that most morning show bits don't get. So, folks, I hope you enjoy all of these classic Rock 102 morning shows with Scotch and Britta and myself, JJ. I hope you have as much fun listening to these as I had making them way back in the day.
JJ Meets World. Okay, let's go to the phone. Hang on a second. Good morning, Rock 102.
Hi. Oh, wow. Am I on the radio? This is so cool. I love you guys.
Yeah, you're on the radio. Good morning. I'm Scotch. What's your name?
I'm Billy. Wow, Scott, you're so cool. I want hairs like you, but my mom says this is in 1985.
Well, you could tell your mom that this duo is a classic, all right?
Well, settle down, Scotch. Billy, why are you calling us this morning?
I love your show. You're so funny, especially when you make fart noises.
we like that too.
Yeah, thanks, Billy. We're glad that we can make you laugh. Your parents let you listen to the show?
Yeah, except sometimes my mom changes the channel. I don't know why. She says you're being inappropriate. But I always listen when she's not paying attention.
Well, you should listen to your mom, Billy, because sometimes we talk about things that are just for adults, just for grown-ups.
But you talk kid stuff too, like farts and superheroes and Buddy the Puppet and dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs?
What?
When did we talk about dinosaurs?
I remember because I love dinosaurs. I even have a dinosaur book. You guys said your favorite was a Lickalotopus, but that one's not in my book. What's it look like?
Well, that's a dinosaur that you can only see when you're over 18, Billy. So you'll have to wait on that one.
My dad says that it eats fish. Does it eat fish?
I guess. Well, Billy, it's been great talking to you.
Yeah, we're glad that you're such a big fan, but maybe you should only listen when your parents are around, okay?
You're funny. I'll call you again when I have more questions. Bye.
Should a kid that young be listening to us? I guess, I listened to inappropriate stuff when I was younger, and you did probably too, and, we've turned out just fine, right?
We'll be right back.
How many times has this happened to you?
Hi, Cheryl. Great party. The food and drinks are awesome, but how about playing some music?
Sorry, Richie. I couldn't find the right sound. Pop music is too sexist, and country makes me want to get a root canal. It's hard these days to find high-quality music that appeals to everyone.
Oh, then you haven't heard about Britta Plays the Classics, then.
Britta Plays the Classics? What's that?
Hi, I'm radio personality and Miss Sargent County third runner-up Britta Lee. For years, I have been refining my personal sound, and now you can enjoy hit songs like Rubber Band Man, Rich Girl, and Spirit of the Radio, played by America's favorite mouth instrument, the kazoo.
You've never truly heard these classics until Britta makes them her own on the kazoo. The static melodies will keep you dancing until dawn. Hear kazooed versions of Highway to Hell. Or maybe you're looking for the perfect first dance song for your wedding. Look no further than Don't Wanna Miss a Thing, made even sweeter when played by Britta on the kazoo.
You can even request songs. Gene Simmons had me do the entire Kiss discography for him. God Gave Rock and Roll to You required me to use both my nose and mouth to get the kazoo harmonies just right. Please note that due to an infection, I'm unable to play any Guns N' Roses songs because it requires additional kazoos in additional areas, and I just don't have the strength for it.
Act now and score yourself a bonus ringtone track. Think about how cool you'll look when this little ditty plays on your phone at work.
What do you think of my party, Richie?
This is the best party I've ever been to. Where did you get this awesome music?
Shh! It's a secret between me and Britta.
Found exclusively on iTunes. Purchase Britta Plays the Classics today and take your next party from a 10 to an 11, which is better because it's one notch above a 10.
The Rock 102 Morning Show with Scotch, JJ, and Britta on Rock 102.
Fargo-Moorhead's rock station, Rock 102. Good morning. It is Scotch, JJ, and Britta, and every so often we like to spotlight a brand new sponsor to the show. Today, that sponsor is Cowboy's Choice.
Whoa, easy, girl. Howdy, folks. I'm Smokey Ben Weaselteeth. I reckon you're familiar with my Cowboy's Choice original beef jerky. But what you may not realize is that I also make the best damn baked beans you'll ever eat. Introducing Cowboy's Choice Baked Beans.
Cowboy's Choice Baked Beans have that fresh from the campfire taste. Slow cooked and flavored with hickory and maggot larvae. It's the authentic, old-timey flavor of the Old West, with potassium sorbate to retard mold growth.
Yep, it gets mighty lonesome out here on the old trail. All a man can depend on is the warmth of a good meal and the love of his faithful horse. Ah, now hush. Y'all put on them stockings and stand over there by the campfire like I done told you. Yep, the Old West can be powerful lonesome, but the flavor of Cowboy's Choice Baked Beans makes you feel like you're right at home. Here's my great-granddaughter, Starla.
Hi, I'm Starla Weaselteeth. Our grandfather ain't been right in the head for over 2 decades, and yet he continues to squander his money producing these commercials for products that aren't in no way approved by the FDA. I urge you to resist the urge to buy this product and encourage the ramblings of an unstable old man. An old man who is riddled with senility and is facing several charges of horse molestation.
Ain't she cute? I found her under a rock out on the trail way back in 1997. I should have left her there on account of now she's trying to have me committed. I'll let you in on a secret, though. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to outsmart old Ben Weaselteeth. I cut her and all them other gold diggers out of my will years ago. That's how I can continue to afford to serve up the best the Old West has to offer. Come on, Trigger. You and I got a date. Don't you be sassing me.
Cowboy's Choice Baked Beans. Available in original, brown sugar and bacon, and skunk flavor. It's what crazy tastes like. Rock 102, the morning show that always buys you breakfast. It is Scotch, JJ, and Britta. Are you a procrastinator when it comes to taxes? If so, you better light a fire under that rump of yours because you got a little less than a month before the April 15th deadline. Filing or requesting an extension, we thought it would be nice of us to bring in a professional to give you a little bit of advice.
You know, Scotch, I'm a bit of a procrastinator. I always wait until the last minute. Now let's see if we can get that CPA on the phone. What was it? Sheila. Yeah, that was it.
Get those rats out of here. Hello?
Is this a bad time, Sheila?
No, it's fine. I had to fire my office manager. Now I'm dealing with a situation. Okay, hold on. Let me get my papers. Wait, these are gym membership forms. You wouldn't be interested in joining a gym, would you?
Is there a tax benefit to joining a gym?
What? No, I just need to sign up 3 more people or they're going to take away my tanning privileges.
How about you give us some tax tips this morning, Sheila?
Never touch them. I'm on an all-vegan diet.
What?
Excuse me?
Steak tips. Don't care for steak tips. Seriously, Teddy, we just plunged that toilet.
No, he had said tax tips. Now, how about some tax credits? You know, a lot of people are eligible for tax credits now that they're new that this year. What's going on with tax credits?
You are right. In fact, we are pushing small businesses to come in and have us take a look at the deductions they could be earning.
Could you give us an example? Could you give us an example, Sheila?
Let's say you run a moderately successful small business buying Colorado weed and transporting it to North Dakota. You can write off mileage, meals, firearms, and all sorts of other business-related expenses.
That sounds totally illegal. No way.
Yeah, so is income tax. That's why I don't pay it. The government only suggests that you pay those things. It's not actually a law, you turds.
Yeah. Well, we do thank you for the tip, Sheila. Is there anything else that our listeners should know before we let you go this morning?
Yeah. When I'm standing out there in traffic wearing a Statue of Liberty costume trying to get you to pull over and have us look at your taxes, wave once in a while. I'm a human being, and I see you making eye contact. I need money so I can pay my undocumented maid and gardeners under the table. Our business is open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Find our phone number above any of the urinals at your local gentleman's club. No, I won't leave. I have just as much right to be in this Arby's as the next guy.
Well, thank you for the tip, Sheila. We'll try to get you on again with some advice on what to do with our refund. Rock 102, where the Valley comes to rock. It is the only morning show that has its own taco bar. Scotch, JJ, and Britta, and summer right around the corner. It seems like there's a lot of help wanted signs I'm seeing around town, you know?
You know, Scotch, I remember my first summer job. I was hired to be a caddy at a stuffy old country club. Spent the summer sweating and pretending that I actually enjoyed the game of golf.
My first summer job was being a nanny.
I didn't know you babysat little kids.
It wasn't for kids. It was for an old guy who lived down the street. He would wear a diaper, and I would yell at him to clean up his room. Paid way better than this radio gig.
I would imagine so. Well, I brought in a phone number for a business that had a help wanted sign in the window. We're going to call it up here, and JJ is going to talk to the manager. We'll see if he can talk his way into a part-time job. Here we go.
Good morning, Gillis Park Department.
Hi, my name is Mitch. I wanted to apply for a job.
We can see what we got here.
First off, what's the pay?
Oh, well, the pay is dependent upon experience, sir.
I have a lot of experience.
You have a lot of experience?
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Right now, the main things that we are hiring for is for a pool director, an assistant pool director, and lifeguards for the municipal pool.
Which one of those is the boss?
Well, the director, of course, would be the boss.
Okay, so what would I'd like to be the director. What do I have to do?
Well, first off, you'd have to put in an application, which you can find online.
I can't use the computer anymore. I got grounded from the computer at my house. So could I just come down there and fill out paperwork?
Wait a sec. You can't use a computer?
Yeah, I got grounded. I was looking at pornography.
You can always go to the public library.
I can't go to the public library either. I'm not allowed to be in the library anymore because I kept bringing my dog into the library, and then they banned me.
Okay.
Do you have a computer I could use at the parks department? I could just come in and use your computer to fill out the app?
You could come out to the parks department. It's at the city hall is actually where you would want to go.
Do I get to decide who gets to come to the pool and who doesn't get to come to the pool? Because I've got a lot of beefs that I'd like to really make public and keep some people out of the pool, keep them from having a good time, do whatever I can to make their life miserable.
That's open to the public, so you can't really say who can or cannot. However, if there are people that are
sir, I can't hear you. Is this how you run your department? If your phone's going in and out all the time, I don't want to work for some Johnny-come-lately. I'd rather work for a better government operation.
Well, I'm sorry. It might be just a connection in between. I'm
pretty sure it's not. Here, hold on. Listen, my dad wants to talk to you. Was that be okay? Can you talk to my dad real quick?
Your dad?
Yeah, I'm only 15.
Oh. Yeah, sure. Put your dad
here's
on.
my dad. His name is also Mitch.
Hey, how you doing? This is Mitch Henderson. I'm Mitch's father. I got to tell you, Mitch.
Hi, Mitch.
Mitch is a talented young man, but I just can't. I can't get him focused. He is. I've been telling him this summer you got to get a damn job, but that kid, he just plays with that dog. He takes that dog with him everywhere. Do you allow dogs into the pool area?
Not into the pool area.
Jesus, Mary,
no pets
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. He spends so much time with that thing. It's unnatural.
Okay, yeah, if he's only 15, I believe the only thing we could have is a lifeguard position for him.
What is your name?
My name is Jeff.
Jeff, you got to do me a favor. I got to get Mitch out of the house, okay? He is just sucking us dry. So if you could please get him a job, I would consider it a personal favor.
Well, I can't guarantee him a job. I mean, he can apply for a lifeguard position.
David?
However, I mean, we do have, like, swimming lessons. We've got plenty of activities within the Parks Department.
David, I'm going to have to call you back. I got to give my wife an enema.
Okay.
Thank you. Rock 102, where the valley comes to rock. Good morning. It's Scotch, JJ, and Britta coming to you live from our studios here in Fargo, North Dakota. And are you guys getting excited for summer or what?
Oh, I am more excited for summer than I probably should be.
Me too. I already broke out the bikinis, the flip-flops, and a sunscreen bottle that is either full of whiskey or SPF 30. I can't remember.
Oh, man.
Well, don't start with the inner thighs or you could find out the hard way. JJ, let me ask you, why are you so amped up about summer?
I am going to adult summer camp.
Adult summer camp?
Yep, 3 days of camp activities and drinking, just like when I went to camp in middle school.
I've never heard about adult summer camp before. How did this show up on your radar?
You know, glad you asked, Scotch. I actually found out from our good friend and counselor in training, Jeremy Bearlocker.
Oh, hold that thought. Good morning, Rock 102.
AWESOME. We are awesome, you and me. Camp!
Hey!
Jeremy, for the last time, please do not yell into the phone. We can hear you just fine.
Not yelling, just brimming with positive attitude about the green trees, the blue water, and my new job that I'm so excited about.
Yeah, you know what? JJ was telling us about it. You work at an adult summer camp now?
Just on the mandatory detox weekends from Camp Pee-Pee. You know, I am so jacked about finally getting to spend time with adults instead of kids. Now when the campers wet the bed, I know it's on purpose and not just the trials and tribulations of growing up.
I'm really interested in this adult camp. Are there s'mores?
Yes.
Is there archery?
All you can shoot.
What about sing-alongs?
Only the best ever. I bet JJ didn't tell you the name of our camp, or you would have known the answer to that last question.
And what is the name of the camp?
Located in the Pacific Northwest, tucked between the place where they shot the movie Pet Sematary and Van Wilder, is Camp John Mellencamp.
Camp John Mellencamp?
Yes, sirree, Bob. It's an entire weekend themed around our founder and America's bad boy of the acoustic guitar.
Oh, my God.
You'll spend the weekend Jack and Diane style, meaning it's co-ed, and then you get to ROCK, climb in the USA, and we end every night with our signature cherry bomb fireworks show. Whether you are a big city girl or a small town boy, you'll be itching like you have crabs to come back next year.
This sounds awesome. I definitely want to come.
Well, we definitely want you to come, Britta. We'll have a weekend jam-packed with activities and branding.
Look, hang on a sec. Branding? Don't you mean bonding?
No, I don't. I mean branding. We heat up a hot piece of metal and press it into your unwilling flesh to leave the mark of Camp John Mellencamp. And believe me, it hurts so good.
Well, maybe this doesn't sound quite as fun as I initially thought, Jeremy.
Well, maybe something a little slower is more your speed. We offer a weekend for those that are a little more aged that takes things a little bit easier. But it still has our signature style. We call those weekends Camp John Cougar Mellencamp. Sign up today and tell them that Bearlocker sent you.
All
Thanks,
right.
Jeremy. Can people reach you via your email address?
Yes, ma'am, 24/7. Folks can get in touch with me at bearlocker@footlocker.net.
All right. Get it together, Jeremy. That's going to wrap things up. We will be right back. It's Scotch, JJ, and Britta on Rock 102. Rock 102, where the valley comes to rock. Tax day is less than a week away, so if you haven't started your taxes yet, it might be time for you to start panicking.
You know, Scotch, I hired a service to take care of my taxes, and I received a call from the IRS yesterday.
Uh-oh.
So I thought we could get my tax preparer on the line and find out just what's going on.
All right, let's do that. We'll dial up Sheila, the tax lady, see if we can get some answers here. Here we go.
Hello, is this the guy who picks up roadkill? Because I had claimed dibs on that carcass.
No.
No. Sheila, this is Rock 102, the morning show with Scotch, JJ, and Britta.
Oh, good morning to my favorite client. Ugh.
You're yawning. Are you tired?
I'm just a little tired. I was up all night forging receipts. I have so many paper cuts that I decided to freebase coffee. I just stick my hands into cups of coffee and let the veins do their work.
Did you say you're
forging receipts? Haven't you learned your lessons yet about lying to the U.S. government?
Listen, idiots. I'm not doing taxes in the United States. A real cute U.S. Marshal told me that I was under investigation, so I fled to the only place that doesn't extradite, and I will still recognize my undergrad degree in auctioneering.
You fled the United States. So where did you go to? South America, Africa?
I went somewhere outside the reach of any United States authority. Florida. Set up shop in Florida with my new company, Sheila Bloomquist 2 Tax Service, taxes and taxidermy.
Sheila, I got a call from the IRS, and they sounded pretty pissed off. What did you do when you filed my taxes this year that they would be calling me about?
It could be a couple of things. I found a 12-pack of expired Diet Pepsi, drank the whole thing, and the next thing I knew, I had a G-string full of $1 bills. But I was inside the polar bear cage.
You were where? In the polar bear cage?
I was inside the polar bear cage at the Duluth Zoo. If I can be honest with you, I don't even remember filing your taxes.
What?
Maybe they're mad that they didn't get anything. Wait, it's coming back. I remember here. I will send you a fax copy of your tax return.
Oh, and hey, look at that. Here, she's not lying. Here it comes right now. Oh boy, JJ, look at this.
Oh, my God. It's a doodle of a middle finger. This must be why they're so angry.
That's the back page of the form. Check out the front, mister.
Oh, wow. No wonder the IRS is so pissed at you, JJ. It's a photocopy of a butt.
Wrong again, Scotch. That's not a butt.
Well, then what is it? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Now I got a jet. I need to see a man about buying a home security system.
Oh, you're investing in an alarm system?
No, a giant boa constrictor. I want to be like the guy in Harry Potter and learn to talk to snakes. Real quick before I go, do you know anyone who could be willing to buy a used copier?
No, Sheila, we told you, you can't use the show to sell your stuff.
It still works, but you are going to need some serious degreaser to clean the glass.
Yuck.
It looks like someone rubbed a double quarter pounder all over it. For more information, check out my website, www.mistresssheila.com, or call 1-800-TAX-TURD for more financial planning advice.
Did she just say tax turd?
Yeah, 1-800-TAX.
All right, well, good luck with your tax and taxidermy outfit operation you got, Sheila. Rock 102 Morning Show, Scott, JJ, and Britta on Rock 102. Rock 102, your FM rock station. It's Scotch, JJ, and Britta in the morning, the only morning show that's still using Windows 95. And the Fargo Downtown Street Fair is this weekend. The event celebrating its 40th anniversary. Lots of great crafts, food, and events taking place downtown.
You know, I don't know about you, Scotch, but I love the street fair. It's one of my favorite events, and my gutty works have finally recovered from the Red River Valley Fair food, and I'm ready to tackle... I'm going to get pork chops on a stick. And those strawberry fields treats. This
is probably the biggest downtown event of the year, and certainly the biggest thing happening this weekend. Should we get this?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Hello, Rock 102.
Yeah, good. My name is Daryl Butterslide, and I'm as angry as can be about you shock jocks always pushing the Fargo Downtown Street Fair.
Whoa. Hang on a second there, Mr. Butterslide. I don't mean to throw gas on the fire, but I don't see what the problem is with us, talking about such a big community event.
Yeah, well, what floods my river is the fact that you never talk about the other great street fairs in the area. Give everyone a chance. You're probably in the pocket of big fair anyway.
I don't think that there is such a thing as a big fair.
You just care about the fame and not us little guys trying to add value to our community.
Okay, I assume this means that you're involved in some other street fair or something?
Darn right I am. I'm the founder and grand marshal of the Gackle Street Fair, North Dakota's most exciting block and a half of arts, crafts, food, music, magic, and physical challenge.
Whoa. Slow it down there, Daryl. Let's take this step by step. Now, you say that the Gackle Street Fair has arts and crafts?
Yeah, I would be curious to see what kind of arts and crafts you have there.
I'm glad that you asked. We have numerous vendors offering knickknacks such as rocks that look like donuts, rocks painted to look like tractors, and quilts.
Wow. Sounds like a lot of rocks. What about the grub? Don't tell me you're just serving up rocks as food.
I don't appreciate your tone, and I would thank you for not insinuating that we still eat rocks in Gackle.
Sorry about that.
We are featuring one food vendor with thousands of different tastes, if you want to know. The booth is called Gary and Terry Trumbo's Turkey Trots, and all the dishes involve their Minnesota-raised turkeys, turkey pot pie, turkey legs, turkey ice cream.
So their turkey operation wasn't affected by the bird flu outbreak then?
We will also have a juggling magician. We spent tens of dollars on a focus group, and we learned that what people expect is this type of an act at a street fair. Our juggler will entertain you with his ability to juggle.
Sounds awesome. What about the physical challenges you mentioned?
Well, those are new this year, and I tell you, we have an iPhone 3 that we're going to give away to the first person who can smash a toilet into pieces, throw the pieces into a basketball hoop, and then drink a sixer of Schlitz. This is based off the daily workout routine of America's favorite athlete, Michael Vick.
Well, we got to tell you, we got to go, Daryl, but before you go, when is your street fair?
The Gackle Street Fair and Stray Dog Roundup is this afternoon from 3:45 p.m. until 4:15 p.m. And remember our motto, there are other street fairs, but our sheriff is out of town, so have fun.
Well, the Fargo Downtown Street Fair is going on right now and Saturday. If you don't want to trek out to Gackle, head downtown for some fun. This is Scotch, JJ, and Britta on Rock 102. Rock 102, where the Valley comes to rock. Good morning, Rock 102 listeners. It is Scotch, JJ, and Britta, the only morning show that still makes yo mama jokes. And federal tax day is come and gone, but we were just discussing off air the fact that some of us have not filed yet, which means an extension is in your future.
I thought I was ahead of the game this year. I found a company to do my taxes, and then I found out that it was pretty much just like a scam.
What do you mean pretty much? Kind of seemed like it was a complete scam, actually.
Well, no, they didn't do the taxes, and they didn't file them or provide any relevant advice, but they did find out what was making that smell in my basement.
Your tax professional found that dead possum in your basement, huh?
Yeah, and then they disposed of it too. So I guess that's worth $45, right?
From our interactions with your tax lady, Sheila Bloomquist, I can't even imagine why anybody would ever use her service. She seemed to act... Hell, let me grab this. Hang on a second. Hello, Rock 102.
Stop touching it. It's already infected. Hello? I only have enough quarters for 3 minutes.
Sheila, is this you?
Yes, it's me calling you directly from the payphone at the Cass County Jail.
What, are you providing some pro bono tax work for the inmates or what?
Sort of. I'm doing a dime for scamming a school for the blind. I sure didn't see that coming. Get it?
Yeah, wait, you're in jail? I called your office and they told me that you would be in on Thursday to get my extension filed. What am I going to do?
You probably should have chosen a better tax service. Take some responsibility, bucko. You found our number written on a men's room wall at a Taco John's. Buyer beware.
But you had such a good Yelp review.
We faked it. That review was a cut and paste job from a plus-size wedding gown store in Sioux Falls.
Oh, no. Sheila, tax season is over. Why are you calling us?
I'll cut you up like a potato, essay. I wanted to give you some advice about your tax return. All sorts of chumps are flush with cash since they got a return. I have some suggestions on how to spend that money.
Okay.
Well, what sort of investment opportunities do you have from jail?
Lots of quality stuff. For instance, you all like wine, right?
Oh, we sure do. I'm a Pinot guy myself, JJ.
Well, I have learned how to make a pretty tasty toilet hooch. The guards describe it as a sweet blend with notes of oak and stainless steel. I am thinking that the right backer, we could sell this stuff for $5 a bottle.
Where are you going to get the bottles?
Use shampoo bottles. That's the secret. If wine isn't your thing, maybe you would want to invest in a set of quality cutting devices. I have over 15 toothbrushes that have been sharpened to a point. Whether you are shanking your cellmate or cutting a Swiss steak, these Oral-D brand knives are the best that Cass County can offer.
Well, these all sound just awful. And we've warned you quite a few times about trying to sell your stuff on our show.
Wait, one last thing. I am selling my story to anyone who wants to write a book or make a TV movie about my experience. I already workshopped the title. It's called Sheila. She'll steal your heart. One woman story about overcoming adversity and becoming...
Get it together, Sheila.
and becoming the first female ref in the NFL.
Man, oh man.
There's a different woman who's already the first female ref in the NFL, okay?
Not that NFL. I'm the first female ref for the Newton's Flesh League, a surgical office-themed strip club that is coming soon to a garage near you. That's it, Carla. I'm going to slap you in a place where you wouldn't expect.
Well, as always, please don't call back, Sheila. JJ, next year, try TurboTax.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's Scotch, JJ, and Britta on Rock 102. How many times has this happened to you?
Say, friend, do you all mind if I join your fire here? Mighty cold out here on the prairie.
Sure, stranger. Rest your boots. We're just about to crack into this beef jerky.
What brand is that?
Oh, no brand. Just some jerky I traded my wife for at the last fort.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I am not about to share a campsite with folks who don't appreciate quality jerky.
That's right. Don't accept any substitute. Next time you need some dried meat, reach for the best. Tear off some Cowboy's Choice. The deep, rich flavors of the range. Our jerky was cut, processed, and dried by real campfire cooks. Don't believe us? Take it from our founder, Smokey Ben Weaselteat.
Whoa, Trigger. Hello, jerky customer. I'm Smokey Ben Weaselteat, and I traveled the Oregon Trail 8 times to perfect the taste of Cowboy's Choice. Heck, folks used to say I didn't have nothing under my hat but hair, but the proof is in the jerky. We cure the meat in the sun on a rock that some say was the burial site of Custer himself. Then we rub in our special blend of spices and marinade. Our secret is the 3 B's: beans, beef, and bovine trichomoniasis. Yum, yum. That great taste has been the same for over 100 years. My great-great-grandson oversees the day-to-day operation of the business now, seeing as I lost my other leg, but I still keep my good eye open.
Cowboy's Choice Beef Jerky. Perfect for family gatherings, school fundraisers, or anytime you're craving that home-on-the-range style taste. Available in the following flavors: beef, sorta like beef, and Mustang. Find it wherever quality jerky is sold. If your local shop doesn't carry it, ask them why not.
Cowboy Jerky is a subsidiary of Chemical Co. and does not recommend eating more than 1 bite per day. Some consumers have been known to grow excess hair on their butts. If pregnant, remember that you're eating for 2 and double the suggested amount. Not approved by the FDA because a man should be free to make his own choices.
Cowboy's Choice Beef Jerky. Because you wouldn't want everyone to think that you're light in the britches, would you? You know when you go to the restaurant and they bring you the plate and they say, oh, now be careful because this plate is really hot.
Yep.
Especially when they bring you fajitas. Mm-hmm. You know she's not lying because that plate of fajitas is sizzling and...
Right.
Usually comes on that little piece of wood.
Yeah.
You know, because they don't want to put it right on the table.
My wife won't order fajitas because it's too showy. She's like, they bring it to the table and it's such a spectacle. Everybody looks aside. She usually gets
gets embarrassed.
Yeah, she likes to be a little more discreet.
I don't like how I smell like a fajita for like 5 days after I eat a fajita.
Yeah, because the smoke sizzling off the plate really soaks into the clothes. This guy went to an Applebee's back in March of 2010. He ordered steak fajitas, and of course they were served in a sizzling skillet. And when the food arrived, he decided that he would pray. So him and his brother, they bowed their heads, dipped his head a little too low, and he burned his left eye and his face on the skillet.
Oh!
Yeah. And then he jumped up and he knocked the skillet onto his lap and caused more burns.
Oh, no!
Don't you picture like a Jerry Lewis? Yo, no! Oh, lady! So, yeah, none of the burns left a scar, but he is suing Applebee's for negligence.
No.
I'll have what he's having.
I'm pretty sure. What do you mean negligence? I'm sure that the woman who put down the plate was like, careful, it's hot.
Exactly, and it should be evident that it's hot when it's sizzling.
Right.
It literally is called the sizzling fajita.
We are so...
I don't think that you have a case to sue Applebee's because you're an idiot.
We're so stupid now that they put labels on everything and you read them and you think, duh, but it's like they almost have to bring you a plate that says, don't put your face on this skillet.
Whenever you read one of those labels, you have to know somebody did that.
Right. Exactly. Don't operate this hairdryer in the shower, you know?
My dad owned a sunflower seed company, and eventually they were sick of being sued, so they actually had to put on the back of the bag to eat shell and consume nut.
Yeah.
Because people would eat a 1-pound bag and block up their bowels and then be like, I can't poop!
Yeah.
You owe me $1 million!
Yeah, you got to shell those first. Just like that plastic bag in the pizza where it says, please remove the plastic wrapping before baking. Oh, I thought it was some kind of
magic.
A cheese container.
I don't want my oven to get dirty.
Yeah. So we figured we would help Applebee's out. I know that they were looking at doing some kind of a like a safety instructional theme song that they could maybe play during their commercials. So thank God, after my Kimberly Lacey catastrophe, that the Scotch, JJ, and Britta band have accepted me back into the band. It was kind of touch and go there for a little while, but we have written a song that hopefully will help out Applebee's, and it goes like this. With sizzling fajitas, you'd better learn. You could get a facial burn. Don't knock that skillet, you'll burn your bod while you're praying to your God. Our plates are hot at Applebee's. Don't rest that skillet on your knees. You don't have to be a genius. Just be careful or you'll burn your face at Applebee's. Applebee's, you are free to use that, and you don't even have to pay us. Help yourself.
It's much better than we're better than ground round.
The Rock Station, Rock 102. Good morning. You're listening to the Rock 102 Morning Show with Scotch, JJ, and Britta. I gotta say, our cat has been trying to get out more and more with the nice weather that we've got approaching here. Pets are more likely to get loose.
You're absolutely right. And if you find a lost pet, there's some easy steps that you should follow.
I got them right here, in fact.
Excellent.
First, when you find a stray, you should check its collar for information. If it doesn't have a collar, you should contact authorities. More than likely, the owner is already looking for their lost pet. And okay, hang on here. Let me just grab this. Hello, Rock 102. Who's this?
I said Whopper with extra onions, you turd. Hello?
Oh, is this Sheila? I thought you were still in jail.
Don't cheese. It makes me gassy. In jail? Nope. I got out yesterday on good bad behavior.
Good bad behavior? What exactly is that?
I let the guard give my jugs a couple honks and gave him a peek at the short and curlies on my undercarriage.
Oh, God. Too much info. So what, are you doing people's taxes again? Because no offense, but I think next year I'm going to look elsewhere.
Right.
No taxes for me. I'm sick of being a government pawn. It's time I get into business for myself. Right now I'm moving into my new office selling office furniture. It's called Sheila Sells It. If you're in need of some slightly used office furniture, Sheila Sells It has you covered. I even deliver, but only one item at a time.
Well, that's unheard of. Why only one item at a time, Sheila?
I use my own car. You have any idea how hard it is to drive with a death strap to the roof of a Toyota Tercel? It's no picnic, sweet lump. And I'm no good at Jenga, so I can't stack multiple items.
So I just got to know, where did you get all of this office furniture you're selling?
I met someone on the inside that had the scoop on some furniture used for the film In God We Trust. You know, the porno that takes place in the White House.
What? You're selling office furniture that was used in a porno?
In God We Thrust.
Oh. Of course. What else would you do with it? The stains give it more character.
Oh.
I can't get the copier to work, though. It's really sticky and the paper keeps jamming. You think Goo Gone would work on that? Anyways, I gotta run. Remember to get your furniture needs filled at www.mistresssheila.com or visit Sheila Sells It. Hey, Stud Muffin, are you single? I love the smell of burgers on a man.
Okay, thank you very much, Sheila. Please don't call us anymore. JJ, I can't believe that you actually let this woman do your taxes at one time.
It was a mistake.
All right, we'll be back with more Goo Gone and more fun. It's Rock 102. Where rock comes to play, it's Rock 102, the show that puts the rub back into rubbish. Scotch, JJ, and Britta coming out of your speakers this morning.
Okay, so what were you just telling me off air, Scotch?
Okay, so JJ and I were just having a delightful discussion about Hitler. And, I think that there's a lot of people that, okay, fiddlesticks. So let me scoop this up quick. Good morning, Rock 102.
Hello, am I on the radio?
Well, hey there, little guy. You sure are. Who is this?
I called you guys before. My name's Billy.
Hey, it's little Billy. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. Is Buddy the puppet there? You should tell Buddy that I said hi to him. Can you do that?
Well, yeah, we can.
Absolutely.
And can you play some more fart noises for me? I like when you play the fart noises. That's my favorite part.
Hey, Billy, does your mom know that you are that you're listening to us this morning on the radio?
Gee whiz, no way. I told you guys before, my mom hates you.
Well, she hates us, huh? Well, why is that, Billy?
She says you're inappropriate because last week you told a joke and one of you said penis, so I asked my mom what a penis was and she got real mad and kind of uncomfortable told me that I should go ask my dad.
Well, did you go and ask your dad then?
Yeah, he was getting into the shower and I asked him what one was. So he just pulled his towel off and showed me his. That that's what it was, and that his was a real humdinger.
Okay.
Humdinger.
Humdinger. Well, it was your dad, so I guess that's okay.
I guess so, sure.
And then yesterday, I was listening again to your show, and I heard you guys make another joke about a penis, so I laughed real hard at it because this time I got it.
Oh, sure.
And my mom said to me, "Oh, Billy, you must have found out what a penis is, huh?"
And what did you say to your mom?
Well, I pulled my pants down and told my mom, "Yeah, this is one." And if it was just a couple of inches shorter like Dad's, it would be a real humdinger.
Oh.
All right. Well, you better get off the line now. Thanks a lot for calling, Billy. It was very nice talking to you again.
Okay, boy. Play more fart noises, please.
Okay. Goodbye.
You're listening to the Rock 102 Morning Show with Scotch, JJ, and Britta on Rock 102.
Olson and Sons Egg Supply.
Yeah, hi. My name is Gary Trumbo, and I'm here with my partner, Terry Trumbo. You're on speakerphone. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Listen, hey, this is Olson and Sons Agriculture Supply, right?
It sure is.
All right, hey.
What can I do for you today?
I got a deal for you, man. Okay, check it out. I've got a pig farm south of Halleck, Minnesota, and we got all these pigs, and all these pigs do all day is roll around in their own shit. And so I want to sell that shit to you.
You want to sell me your pig
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Well, because you guys have fertilizer, right? This is all organic. This is 100% natural.
Well, yeah, we sell some fertilizer, but we're not in the business of buying people's animal manure.
Hold on, I'm no good at business. Hold on, talk to my brother Terry. He's the business guy.
Let me tell you something, Olson. If my name ain't Terry Trumbo, I am mistaken on the fact that this poo is pure profit. That's the triple P. That means pure profit for you. What's your first name?
Well, my first name is John.
John. I feel like we're on a first name basis, John. I think that this would be a good deal for you. You can use this for your you got poo in your fertilizer, don't you?
Well, there in fertilizer there is some manure, but I mean it's also like organic plant material and a lot more than just poop.
Let me tell you something. We even got the bag figured out, okay? Can you see it's Olson and Sons, Ag Supply, all natural pig fertilizer. We got a giant sow over here. Her name's Britta, and we'll put the sow Britta right on the cover of the bag.
We're not going to buy your pig poop.
You gotta see the teats on this sow. I'm telling you, like this is a blue ribbon sow.
I don't think so.
All right. Goodbye. Thanks for good doing business with you.
Yeah.
Rock 102, where the valley comes to rock and your mom comes to dance. This is Scotch, JJ, and Britta. And now that the weather is warmed up, folks are making plans for the summer, and those plans should include making sure that your pets have proper flea and tick protection.
I hate all those creepy crawly little bugs, but I would rather have a tick on me than fleas or something that actually breeds on your skin.
Yeah, we always put a liquid on the dog that makes sure that they... hang on a second, let me grab this. Good morning, Rock 102.
Good morning, campers.
Good God.
Counselor in training Jeremy Bearlocker here. Did I hear you s'mores talking about bugs?
You did hear that correctly, Jeremy. And please,
not so loud.
Do not yell into the phone. You must know all about bugs being in the woods all the time.
Oh, you bet your sleeping bag I do. I have been bitten by every tick, gnat, and stink bug known to man. It's one of the reasons why I've been appointed the official Camp Pika Pee-Pee Packing Professional. I have some tips for campers to make sure they don't end up getting Lyme's disease like me.
Okay, so your tips are for things to pack when heading out to camp.
There are simple solutions like making sure to pack long-sleeve shirts and crew socks, but there are other clothing options that help repel those little bastards as well.
Okay, like what?
You could wear T-shirts with the sleeves ripped off, making you look like a real toughie. No beast or insect will dare mess with you. Or you could do what I like to do, which is go completely nude. We're talking all the way down to my skin, and then roll in the mud.
No.
Mud is a natural barrier between your skin and bugs. But be careful, though. Your fellow campers might just be able to sneak a peek at your canoe.
Oh, gross, Jeremy. What other tips can you share with us?
Easy. Avoid scents that attract bugs. Like, for instance, if I was like a little horsefly, I'm just minding my business. I'm buzzing around, buzz, buzz.
Okay, we get it.
Sure would like something sweet. Maybe I'll just land over here and check out what that smell is. Oh, my lifespan is so short, but I sure would like to sink my mandible into this, and I can see with my many eyes that I like to lay my eggs back.
Okay, we get it. You're a fly, and things like deodorant, they can attract flies. We get it.
Sorry about that, you guys. Sometimes I get too deep into my characters. I guess that's why I always get picked last for skits at camp.
All right, well, are there any other tips for avoiding bugs?
Yes, my last tip at Camp Pika Pee is a tradition. If you get bit by a bug and then smash it with your hand, like most people do, you have to eat the carcass of that bug.
What the? No.
You have to absorb its power and its life force. It's the only way to fight the poison that those little buggers have put into your sacred flesh. One time, I ate an entire hornet's nest. I got so sick, but I'm so much stronger now. I have even been known to stick other people when they alarm me. This is Jeremy Bearlocker, and I want you to come camp next to me at camp.
Is it weird that I want to see what Jeremy looks like covered in mud?
It is weird, but it's also very understandable. It's Jeremy Bearlocker, everybody, and we will be right back. It's Rock 102, Scotch, JJ, and Britta in the morning.
Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here I am at Camp Granada. Camp is very entertaining, and they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining.
Rock 102, where the valley comes to rock. It's Scotch, JJ, and Britta in the morning. And JJ and I, we had breakfast this last Sunday, and we saw this old guy who attached a fork to his...
Hey, don't answer that.
What?
I have a bad feeling about that call. Just don't answer it.
We have to answer it. Okay, hello, Rock 102.
Good morning, my sons. Blessed be he who answers on the first ring, you idiot.
Sheila, is that you?
You bet your Bible it is, only it's Sister Sheila now.
You became a nun?
Sister
Yes,
Sheila.
sir. I was put in this nun house as part of the Witness Protection Program, but I have decided to dedicate the rest of my life to the church. I started the first ever Catholic gift shop. As soon as you leave the chapel, you exit through the gift shop.
Well, what sort of stuff are you selling at a Catholic gift shop?
High-quality items at affordable prices. You want to wash yourself of sin? Try Sister Sheila's shampoo and body wash. It might look like a Pantene Pro V bottle, but the contents will wash you clean of your sins as well as flaky scalp skin.
So you were just profiteering from the religious folks then, huh? Really nice, Sheila.
Listen, my son, I forgive you for always being such a little buttich.
Me? You ruined my credit, and the IRS might take my comb because of you and your crappy accounting skills.
Forgiveness is divine, so get off
Sure.
your high horse and get the party started. I think I have something in the shop that can help you. Let's see, hold on. Sister Rosa, get your sweet keister over here and organize these boxes. Stop looking at me like that. These jugs are all natural. Here it is. Sister Sheila's bad habit. It's a nun's habit that has holes cut out in the boob and crotch.
Whoa. I think that is taking things a little bit too far,
You know,
Sheila.
I agree with Scotch. Maybe you should just quit being a nun and quit calling us.
Okay, fellas, let me level with you. I'm not a Catholic nun. They wouldn't take me. I went to confession and my story killed the priest. I'm actually a sister for the Gopher Church. It's a religious organization that worships the gopher from Caddyshack.
Oh, my God.
Yikes, Sheila, I'm sorry. Why don't you just go home?
I don't have a place to go home to. That abandoned Arby's I was living in was turned back into an Arby's. Damn economy, I'm homeless.
You know, I'm very, very sorry to hear about that, Sheila. That's sad.
Yeah, I guess it's time for me to try and sell my eggs again.
Aren't you too old to sell your eggs, Sheila?
Not my crotch eggs, idiot. I have a couple of chickens that I stole from a farm. As soon as they start squatting, I'll be selling organic, dump-raised chicken eggs.
You stole chickens? Those are a farmer's livelihood.
Joke's on you, Hot Tubby. These chickens chickens were scheduled to be destroyed because of bird flu.
Oh, no.
I saved them. Yeah, I heard ya. Just tell him we don't accept credit cards. But if he wants to give me a lap dance, I will trade him for this box of ramen noodles.
Are you
Sorry,
there?
gang, I got a jet.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for calling, Sheila. It's always a pleasure.
Wait. Does anyone at Rock 102 want to make some money? You got me
What?
thinking about selling my lady eggs. Send any applications to www.mrSheila.com/nonsareforfuns.com.
Will do, Sheila. Good morning to you. It's Scotch, JJ, and Britta, offending your sensibilities on a Friday morning, but not sexually offending your sensibilities. We would not do that. Not like this Gresham County gentleman here, whose name is Mike Dick.
It's very fitting.
He was arrested after authorities received reports of a naked man walking around and masturbating in the Tickle Creek area. Reports from the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. So we got Mike Dick masturbating at Tickle Creek.
I like the composite sketch that they put together.
Isn't that a riot? No, he almost looks. There's an actor he looks like. I can't quite figure out.
He looks like John Malkovich in Rounders.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
That's exactly what he looks like.
I'm sorry, Britta. I'll turn this around so you can
It's
see it.
okay. I saw it earlier. Yeah.
And so he's a chrome dome. He's bald, and then the police sketch. He's got this rich, like rock star hair, or like I don't know what you call it, like a mullet sort of.
They also have him with this big toothy grin.
Well, sure. The drawings from when he was working it.
Obviously smiling.
Yeah.
Ma'am, could you describe him? Well, he was exuberantly happy.
Smiling.
I saw him in the Tickle Creek area. So, yes, the police.
My husband and I like to walk along Tickle Creek on our anniversary every year.
So they went to his home and they figured out that he was wearing a wig. So driving around totally naked, and then he'd hop out of his truck and
Not totally naked. He had a wig on.
Right, covered by a wig. The funny thing is, he apparently has a little bit of a musical background, because when they asked him to defend himself, he had this to say: "Just 'cause I was naked and a trying out of my new wig, some folks got upset 'cause I was showing off my fig. Up on Tickle Creek, I'm jerking, I might spring a leak. It's working, if you wanna peek, I'm willing. My name's Mike Dick and I'm from Clackamas County. Break it down. Up on Tickle Creek, I'm jerking, it might spring a leak. Oh, it's working, if you wanna peek, I'm willing. My name's Mike Dick and I'm from Clackamas County. Where the Valley comes to rock 102. This is the Rock 102 Morning Show, coming to you live from inside and outside the Rock 102 studio on 25th Street here in Fargo, North Dakota.
Yeah, last weekend, JJ had the pleasure to meet some of our listeners, and they enjoyed him so much that we wanted to make it possible for more folks to give him a high five.
So we gave him a mobile broadcast unit. We sent him out into the world, and let's just see if we can tune in his signal here. Hello? JJ, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, you don't need to hold your hands over your mouth like that. We can hear you just fine.
I'm broadcasting from the corner of 2nd Avenue North and 11th Street, and to be honest, there's not a lot of people around here. I probably should have chosen a more populated corner.
Have you had a chance to talk to any of our listeners or meet some new people out there?
No, I haven't seen anyone since I got here, but wait, hold on. Here comes a car. I think I'm going to wave them down. Yeah. Oh, they're slowing down. I'm going to run over and see if I can get a few words. Hello. Good morning. I'm JJ with the Rock 102 Morning Show. What's your name?
Dennis.
Well, good morning, Dennis. Nice to see someone out here.
It's cold out. I'm going to get back in my van.
Oh, sure. I'll just hop in there with you if you don't mind.
I have a bad feeling about this. You probably shouldn't get into a stranger's car, JJ.
Hello? JJ, you still out there?
This is a very nice van. The tinting on the windows is really dark.
Okay, it looks that our relay to JJ has gone out, so he can't hear us, but maybe we can still hear him. Let's keep him tuned in here.
So, Dennis, are you a fan of Rock 102, specifically Scotch, JJ, and Britta in the morning?
Nah, I listen mostly to church music. I recognize you, though. Tall, chubby, baby blue eyes. I seen your commercials.
Well, a real fan. I gotta tell you, you should listen to our show. We're really a great team.
Not for long.
What was that?
Nothing. Listen, you mind if I pull over in this abandoned parking lot and shut off the van?
Okay, this took a turn for the worse. This
Should
is
we
bad.
send help? This is getting serious.
No, sir. I would not like a lollipop. Can you please unlock the doors? I need to get back to the station.
Quiet. Put on that tank top I gave you.
No, let me go.
I already charged up my camera. What if I gave you $20?
Cash?
Yep.
Fine, whatever.
Put your hands on your back. Fargo Police Department. This is a prostitution sting. You're under arrest, pervert.
I can't believe this is happening again.
I can't believe this is happening again.
Oh, no.
Can we just get through 1 week without JJ getting arrested?
Okay, we're gonna have to scrape some bail money and get this taken care of. We'll be right back. Scotch, JJ, and Britta on Rock 102. Rock 102, where the valley comes to rock. Good morning, it is Scotch, JJ, and Britta. Today in the studio, we're celebrating one of mankind's most important inventions. This device truly separated us from the animals and led us to modern-day food preparation, space travel, and even birth practices. And of course, we are talking about...
Hold that thought, Scotch.
Oh, dang it.
It's Joan from reception. You can come in.
I'm sorry to interrupt your show, guys, but there's a guest waiting out here, and I wasn't sure what to do.
You know, we aren't expecting any guests. Is there something on the calendar that we just didn't see, or...
He's not on the list. I think you guys will understand if I show you.
Hey, guys, it's your best friend, Billy.
Holy crap, Billy, what are you doing here?
I ran away from home and decided to live here in the studio. Don't worry, though. I will help with the show.
Billy, you're running away from home?
Yeah, my dad said I couldn't make fart noises at the dinner table, so I made a real big one at my grandpa's funeral, and I got in trouble. They took away my radio so I couldn't listen, so I ran away from home. Hey, Britta's the same height as me.
We're gonna have to call your parents, Billy. I'm sure that they're worried about you.
They won't notice I'm even gone. They don't care about me. Is this the button that does the farts? Can I push it? More.
Billy. William, you stop that right now. When an adult is talking, you pay attention. Did you hear me, young man?
All right, calm down, JJ. Let me talk to him. You know, Billy, childhood can be a confusing time for anyone. I remember when I was your age and I started to get confused about feelings and my body.
My mom says that you are compensating for something with your outrageous hair. Want to help me build a fort with these blankets?
Hey.
Honestly, this is unacceptable. You guys, I'm really uncomfortable with this kid in here. And, you know, it's only been 2 minutes and everything is just sticky. And I don't even want to think about what's going to happen if he needs to get his diaper changed.
Hands are on everything.
I don't wear diapers unless I'm swimming in a pool. Hey, is this a real handgun? Whoa!
Hey!
That's it. Come here.
No! You guys don't want me. My parents don't want me. I'm going to run away to somewhere no one will ever go.
Wait,
Aberdeen.
Billy, what do you mean your parents don't want you? I'm sure that they love you very, very much.
Not anymore. My mom is pregnant. Now all I talk about is a new baby. They don't want me around anymore.
I see. Well, Billy, sometimes when a new baby joins your family, it can seem like your parents don't have time for you. But that's when you need to step up and be the big brother. You know, your new sibling's going to need you. You're very important.
Yeah, you know, plus babies fart all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all you have to do is put them on their back and bicycle kick their fat little legs. Lots of farts.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Like my own personal fart machine?
Yeah.
You guys are the best. I'm going to go home now and get ready for my new little brother or sister.
Shouldn't somebody walk him home or call his parents or something?
He's fine. He got here on his own. He'll get home on his own. Now I can finally take my pants off without feeling uncomfortable.
Well, we try to convince JJ to keep his... Okay, never mind. This is Scotch, JJ, and Britta on Rock 102. We'll be right back.
JJ Meets World.
Those, listening back to those... What a great time. And some people think back on parts of their life where things just gelled and worked perfectly. Getting up at 3:30 in the morning to record some of these bits and then being able to play them back. It really, I mean, this changed my life. It changed the trajectory of what I was doing, and I couldn't have asked to do it with two better co-hosts in the morning and all the fun people who guest starred on the show with us. You know, through this, I got to talk to like Mike Reno of Loverboy and John Waters, psychics, B-movie actors, A-list actors who are coming through to do weird stuff at ValleyCon. It was just a real honor to be a part of the Rock 102 morning show. And those of you who know the history know that they decided to get rid of the Rock 102 brand and then in its place make Mix 1019, which was a family-friendly show. And the only thing that lasted between Rock 102 and Mix was they kept us as the morning show. And so we got to do some of these bits again, but they were a lot more cleaned up. And we did things like Ask a Mom and little pieces like that. So it became a little more watered down, much more family friendly, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just, you know, the team that we put together was good at pushing that line just a little bit beyond and making people laugh at double entendre. So I think fondly of all those mornings and all that time there. And it was a sad day when I was given the opportunity to move to bigger and better things. And my partners were asked to take over a brand new radio station, and splitting the team up was tough. And then a couple weeks later, they told us, you guys can't share an office anymore. And it was a time that I loved and I had a great time with, but, you know, all good things must come to the end. And by the way, speaking of ending, this is the end of this episode of JJ Meets World. If you enjoyed it, well, tell your friends. First of all, send us a message and tell us what the funniest piece that you thought was. Did you like the prank phone calls? Are you in love with Sheila, the tax accountant? Maybe you want to try those Cowboys Choice baked beans. Let us know on social media, or you can also find us at jjmeetsworld.com. That's going to wrap it up for today's show. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to help us continue to produce new episodes each week, visit jjmeetsworld.com, where you can donate to our Patreon, pick up some swag at the merch shop, or follow our link to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. You can also follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all the sites the cool kids are using these days. JJ Meets World is produced every week by Tucker Lucas. You can find out more about Tucker's work by visiting moonbasemaria.com. If you want to get in touch with your host with the most, check out linebenders.com, where you can find direct contact info for JJ or booking information. There's only one sketch that they wouldn't let us air, and it was, I mean, in all honesty, it's probably a good thing that they didn't let us end up airing that one, but maybe I'll dig it out for the future.